This is Freelance Heroism.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to Freelance Heroism. My name is Dees.
And I'm Rachel.
Before I even get started, we just want to say thank you to everyone out there who donate to the Patreon, and particularly those who donate at the producer tier.
Mhm.
Rachel, would you like to let us know who they are?
I would love to. We want to say thank you to Crispy, Nate, Breakmeister, Rebecca, and Stillwell.
You help us make a better show for everyone,
Mhm.
and we couldn't do it without you. So thank you.
Thank you.
Rachel,
Dees.
I've been painting recently, and so have you. Yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Slightly different forms of painting.
Mhm.
Um, I want to ask how yours is going before I lay into myself for how mine's going.
I think mine's going pretty well. I paint minis that I
Yeah.
use for my home D&D games. Um, I'm having a good time with it. That's like one of the minis I just finished. It was Esmeralda from Curse of Strahd.
Yeah.
And to be honest, the like I don't want to sound like someone who's blaming their materials,
Yeah, yeah, okay.
but whoever designed this mini did not have painters in mind when they
Which is
designed it.
weird if you're a
Yes.
mini person.
Because it's like it is all in one piece, but there's like she's wearing this long coat, and so it's kind of out at an angle behind her. And then she's got like these weapons, but she's like kind of holding her arms in front of her. So there's a lot of like areas that are blocked off by other areas. So it's
Yeah,
difficult to reach them.
yeah,
Um, and if you do, then it's also difficult because you can't really see like what you're painting. And so you might be like wildly going out of the lines.
yeah.
So I did struggle with that a bit, and I got some graded color advice from you because I was um trying to figure out because I wanted her to have a lot of red, but not too much red.
Yeah.
And so I had originally painted her pants gray
Hmm.
because I felt like between her like red coat and her metal leg, the pants aren't really important. And when I sent you a picture of the mini, you were talking about it as though I had not yet painted the pants. And
Well,
so I was like, oh, I need to change this.
well, that's not what I mean. What I meant
Yeah.
was for for anytime you're trying to draw focus to something, it's
Mhm.
good to make the rest of the area less like you don't want to draw too much attention to other areas, right?
Right.
So like there's a focal spot and then there's other things, right? So like
Mhm.
since her coat is red and her belt was going to be like a brownish leather and her hair is blackish with brown in it, right?
Yeah.
Like the idea then is that her character portrait, herself without any of the items or accoutrement that she's trying to amplify,
Mhm.
those are going to be warm, like real warm colors, like kind of brownish,
Mm.
reddish, rusty kind of tones.
Yeah.
And so if you want her as the character to kind of fall back and let the like robotic leg or whatever,
Mhm.
or the weapons or whatever to be the focal point,
Right.
then the idea would be to make her clothing kind of in that warm range and then have something break that
Mhm.
to be part of the like the leg or whatever. So like
Yeah.
the mechanical bits on the leg, the like
Mhm.
metal and stuff like that wants to be the focal point. So everything else tone it down
Mhm.
towards that brown range.
Yeah.
So if the pants are gray and everything else is like gray is tends to in your mind skew towards like a blue,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
So like a gunmetal kind of tone.
Mhm.
And everything else would have been red and warm. You would have drawn your attention to the pants, which would have split it from the leg. So
Yeah.
the
That makes
idea of
sense.
darkening the pants to hit that same color range
Mhm.
then isolates the boot as more
Yeah.
the focal interest point, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
yeah, I think she looks a lot better with the brown pants. Um I realize now that because a lot of the time when I paint, I sort of will find myself painting thinking about what to paint things sort of in isolation. So I don't think about, oh, this metal leg is touching the pants. How will they look next to
Yeah,
each other? You know?
right. I think one of the things that people do naturally, like when they dress themselves, is to
Hmm.
try to find interesting contrasts.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I'm not really like a fashion person. I have like 50 of the exact same pieces of clothes and I wear them every day.
Uh-huh.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like for me, that's not such a consideration, but I noticed that for people who are fashion people,
Hmm.
people who are into style and design and stuff like that, like they put a lot of emphasis on what parts of the outfit or what parts of the jewelry or whatever is being amplified,
Yeah.
right? So like that's something to consider. Like where is the attention being drawn? I
Hmm.
think as a comic artist, like you kind of know what you want people to pay attention to and what you want people not to pay attention to so much.
Hmm.
And so it becomes sort of second nature how to
Yeah.
lead someone's vision through an image. And
Yeah.
the same thing with like text bubbles, you the tails kind of point you where you want the eye to go. And so
Hmm.
you work the text bubbles as part of your overall image, how to move someone's eyes through your image.
Yeah.
I think that's like one of those things that you just kind of naturally pick up after doing it for a while. So it's cool to see it being utilized in mini painting. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's cool to see a thing that I like to use it on in another medium is cool.
Hmm.
Like it's essentially like magician work, right? Like how like a sleight of hand magician tricks you to look in certain spots that they don't want you to look here, so they make something over here that draws your attention away.
Right. Yeah.
That's kind of the same thing,
Yeah.
right? It's just like sleight of hand for your eyeballs.
Well, I appreciate all the help that you give me.
Yeah, I'm happy
So,
to help.
how's painting going for you?
Not great. So so there okay. So I always try to like expand my kind of palette, so to speak.
Hmm.
I I've been doing ink work for a long time and color work for a long time, but as it pertains to comics, right? So like
Hmm.
I do a lot of that type of stuff. And recently I started getting in, well, not recently, like maybe the last 5 years, I've been doing a lot of gestural drawing, which is like
Yeah.
drawing really quickly with kind of motion in it so that you can get better poses and more interesting and dynamic kind of movement to your
Right.
drawing.
Yeah.
But I started thinking, I was like, what I need is another rendering skill set, right? Something to
Hmm.
like, so if someone wants a poster or something like that from me, normally there's like a couple different art styles I can do, but they're all pen and ink and
Hmm.
then kind of cell shaded coloring. Like that's my art style.
Right.
And so that's what most people know me for. And so what people come to me for. But I also want to like have something else that I can do like for portraiture or for maybe like a more character design or element design,
Hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So I just wanted to like expand my skill set. It's something I think artists should try to do
Hmm.
is to try to learn some other things that are very uncomfortable for you. And one
Yes.
of the things that's uncomfortable for me is not cell shading. I like a defined hard edge,
Hmm.
right? On a lot of things. I like that kind of crispy printed comic book look, right? So
Right.
everything's sharp and detailed, and there's no like fizzle lines and no etching. I don't. That's not
Hmm.
my jam.
Yeah. You're
So
sort of opposite of like watercolor, I think. Because I
yeah,
think
me and
watercolor is
watercolor
very
are yeah, we're yin and yang. We're
hmm.
not. I'm not about the flow. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm about the tightly controlled line.
Hmm.
And so I figured, what's a good way to kind of pivot? And I was like, some of the art styles that are really kind of becoming more popular now kind of have a painterly aspect to them. Like you think about like Arcane and the League of
Mm.
Legends style art.
Yeah, oh yeah.
A lot of those, and even in like games now, like a lot of the people take like what are they called? Like the mock-ups and they turn them into cutscenes now.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like the designers will paint a character and then instead of having a fully rendered thing, they'll take that character thing and amorphize it in a cutscene. So you get kind of like these still shade or still scenes that are kind of pulsing and moving
Hmm.
through your cutscenes. Anyway,
Yeah.
So I kind of liked that. I liked the style of it, and I was like, you know what? I can paint on the same programs that I draw in, so this will be good.
Mhm.
Um, so I've been using this iPad, which I don't really like using iPad, but whatever. It's
Mhm.
a good painting tool, I guess. And
Yeah,
I've just been painting for like an hour a day
that's good.
to try to practice. And I'm gonna tell you, even though I do in my mind have a good idea of where all the things go, like I know where all the eyes go on a person. I know where the nose goes.
Yeah.
I know how a mouth works, you know?
Hmm.
I've drawn them a lot forever for a long time.
Right.
Um, Painting them is a fucking nightmare for me. It is like
Oh
it's
no.
really hard.
Hmm.
And it's partially because I feel like I'm pretty comfortable with the inks and colors
Hmm.
like normally.
Yeah.
But if you put me into painting, I kind of have a mental breakdown where
Oh no.
I I find myself sometimes making the brush really small and just kind of etching in the thing. I'm like, I'm drawing again.
Yeah.
So I've been doing this trick where I like have to keep the brush large,
Ah,
like
okay.
big, like a
Hmm.
maybe medium sized brush
Hmm.
to kind of paint out the forms on the face. And then I can do that pretty easy. That's not the part that gets me.
Hmm.
The part that gets me is after that when I have to start doing the like pulling through one color into another color.
Yeah.
That's a clusterfuck for me. I have no the
Uh,
blend mechanics between like I just what I've been doing is using the same brush
hmm.
with like a saturation drop or like a
Yeah.
pull drop so I can kind of blend the
Uh-huh.
colors together.
Hmm.
And it's a mess. It's a nightmare mess. I'm working on it, guys. It'll get better.
Yeah.
But it's just important to remember that just because you're not good at something when you start, you can get better at it. That's sort of the
Hmm.
the nature of this. Just don't quit it, keep going.
Yes.
If anybody is going to get good at painting, it will be me. But
Hmm.
it was going to take apparently a lot longer than I had initially assumed.
Yeah.
Yeah. But wish
I
me luck.
yeah. Good luck.
Thank
I
you. I
think
need I need that shit.
it is good to keep at it. And I think it's also good to look back at like where you started and where
Yeah.
you're at. Like I have my very first mini that I ever painted and it looks horrible. And then a few years after that I got the same version of that mini and I painted it and that one looks good too. Like that one looks better than the first one. But when I look at that one, that second one now, I'm like, oh, I could do better. And
Yeah.
I think like every few years I kind of want like, so I need to like do it again soon, I think, but I kind of like this idea of getting the same mini and just painting it every few years to
That's
see
actually kind of a
kind of
cool
where I'm
idea.
at. Yeah.
Yeah, you should get like 10 of them and then just paint them over the next.
Hmm.
I mean, your painting has gotten better. I can
Yeah,
tell.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But there's always room for improvement. And my painting
absolutely.
has nowhere to go but up. So, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, just keep that in mind that if
Hmm.
you're trying something new and you're not certain if it's going great,
Hmm.
just know that everybody starts out sucking at things. Nobody's amazing the first day. So I
Yeah.
hear a lot of people say if they're not good at it, they quit. And I'm like, you're
Hmm.
just doing yourself a disservice. You only get
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
People learn from the mistakes, and when you start out, boy, do you make a lot of them. So that's like perfect opportunity to learn, right?
Yes.
All right. Well,
Okay.
so I don't have to show anyone any of my paintings. Let's go ahead and go to this episode.
Okay. This is Requiem of Reflections, Season 11, Episode 8, Blast from the Past.
Nice.
Yeah. We're on the train. We are heading towards, I keep forgetting what
Oh,
this
wait,
place
wait,
is
wait.
called.
Since we're doing recap and we're just gonna put this at the front of the episode anyway, can I do sound effects while you do it?
Sure.
So it'll be sort of fun.
Okay.
All right, you want to start again?
We are on the train.
The
We are
train powered by an
heading.
electrical elemental. I don't know that it
Yes, a lightning elemental.
yeah, lightning
Um,
elemental.
let's see here. We are heading west, I believe, and We have a goblin. We have a goblin for a conductor. And while the train was going, we got attacked by some sort of like multi-legged creatures that we've never seen or encountered before.
What's that over there?
I feel like D-Walk took some inspiration from Wild Wild West. Dr. Arliss Lovelace was coming after us with those big mechanical spiders.
Those are way bigger than the
On a train? Never.
those are way bigger than the train.
I know, but
I mean, it could be like the little wheelchair one that he has.
Would I do that?
We killed them. I think we knocked a couple of them off the train.
One got knocked off.
Okay. And then Kavir tied up one of them because he wants to save it to study later.
Yep. And one got tube shocked by water.
I gave it an enema.
Gross.
Somewhere the Raven's just like, I felt a tube. Somebody's using tubes for power.
And that's all I got.
Nice.
Thank you.
I thought my sound effects were lackluster. I could do better. I could do better. All right, you ready, D-Walk?
Yes, I am. All right. So where we left off, you guys were on the rail was pulling up. You guys were waiting for the station to click. You guys had asked to be dropped off at the same station that the agents of 12 were dropped off.
Yes.
Same location.
Same location.
Station. Yeah.
So it seems quiet after the encounter with the creatures you've never seen before, called spiders.
I want to do
Never heard of
some
them.
investigation on them.
Okay.
But I'll wait for the finish of the intro.
So, the rail continues on its way. It seems quiet. It takes about another half a day before it reaches its destination around evening, and you guys feel the train beginning to slow down as it pulls into one of the lightning rail stations. But before we embark, you said you want to do some investigation?
Yeah, I wanted to look at the spider that I have tied up.
Okay.
I wanted to look at how it was fabricated. I wanted to determine if it was like if it was really high quality or if it was something that someone had put together in like a basement.
Okay. Let me find.
You find a giant stamp on the bottom of it that says Acme.
Oh, there's Coyote here.
There we go.
Property of W.E. Coyote.
So, go ahead and give me some roll.
Okay. You want investigation, right?
Yes, please.
26.
All right. As you're going over it, it's easily to pick up. This thing's made of adamantine.
It's expensive.
Yeah. And the fact that somebody sick 3 of them on you guys, or sick 3 of them on a target. You did notice that they, like before, where those cat-like constructs, these ones seem to be targeting Rain.
Right. Okay, so a few things I just wanted to look at on the body of the machine. Does it look like terrestrial technology, like things that we have access to? If we wanted to, I don't need to know exactly how it works, but do all the parts on it from the damage that it took?
It does not look outworldly. No.
Okay, so it's something that we could have built had we the technical knowledge. Okay.
You do see a certain design though in it. You in particular,
Mm-hmm.
a little too familiar. Um,
How so?
Drow.
Okay.
It's similar, the more you look at it, to something you've heard 12 speak about, that the followers of Loth would send out to hunt
Okay. You said that
targets.
there the symbol on it. I know
It's not, it's
Undercover.
not, it's not a symbol on it. You're just, the way it's designed, the way the metal moves,
Right.
just it's definitely an elven architect, but there's a like a drow,
Has a drow vibe to it.
a lot more than what you would, I mean, um, yeah.
Okay.
But you also know that from your time with 12, the followers of Loth don't let these out.
Okay.
So whoever has them either got them or took them.
I'm gonna make some notes. Take some notes in like a little notebook as I inspect it. It seems firmly deactivated, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
I want to
unlike
make
the other
sure.
one, unlike the other ones that were sent, the cats,
Yeah.
these are sent for retrieval.
Hmm.
The paralyzing beam, the ability to, carry something.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to I think I had said I tied it up, but I didn't specify.
Mm-hmm.
It's not gonna be rope, it's gonna be chain.
Okay.
And I gave instructions to the
Mm-hmm.
conductor to when he gets back to town to make sure that they take it and hold on to it for me.
Yep.
All right. That's it. Thank you.
Oh, no worries.
I would like, because you said it's like half a day of travel,
Yep.
David. So I would like to take a short rest to recover my max HP.
Okay. Go for it.
That did not do that right.
Sorry, I do that sometimes. All right, so short rest, everybody.
Yes.
Sounds good.
I would like a long rest. You said half a day. We have a
Mhm.
long rest worth of time, don't we? Half a day?
I mean, that's 8 hours for.
We're not doing anything we're on a train.
Well, I mean, you just spend time studying it, right?
Yeah, but it takes like 15 minutes for me.
Okay.
I didn't dissect the thing. I just looked at its style. Would we be able to manage a long rest?
It's be about noon to 6, about 6 hours.
Oh. That's not quite half a day. Okay. Well, short rest then.
Okay. I'm going to have to take a lot of my hit dice. Let's see. Okay, so I get.
Well then I guess I could long rest because I only need 4 hours.
That's some bullshit. I asked for the long rest. She gets it, and we don't. Bogus.
I'll just
Oh, that's dirty.
do that.
And she argued against you getting your
64. Okay. All right, that helps.
I think he's speaking bird to you again. I don't know. I could just
I
feel it.
think so. You might be right.
I think I did that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Okay. Whew.
Trying to think the best way to do this.
And I believe I cast it last game, but if I didn't, then before I take my long rest, I'm going to cast Death Ward on myself, which lasts for 8 hours. So then after my rest, I will have another 4 hours of Death Ward.
Yep.
And I'll be back up to full spells.
All right.
Yep. Okay, so I don't get that back, but I do get that. Okay. All right. Accounting has been accounted for.
All right.
I got not fully healed, but pretty darn close. Way better than where I was sitting. For sure.
I'm fully healed, but I hate this. I hate this new like hit die roll thing that
I heard
uses.
D&D Beyond updated again.
Great.
Yeah.
Right. I'm sure everything will be great. And it'll work perfectly and there won't be any issues.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right. Man, it's already yawning.
Nope, I'm here.
All right. So over the speaker system. Fuck, I gotta remember this guy's voice.
Wazowski, you didn't file your
Thank you.
paperwork.
All right. Thank you, sir.
There's no cover letter on this DPS report.
Yeah.
All right. Can I do this without laughing? Hey, your stop's coming up.
All right.
You'll stop and let us off, right? We don't just have to like jump off the train, do we?
I'm a professional.
Well,
You are
so is
not.
he. That doesn't mean much.
He's a professor of something. I'm a professional.
Oh, I see the distinction.
I just see the stink.
What? I couldn't hear you over how awesome I am.
All right. Well, Dr. Was it Escravante?
No.
Wasn't that the name that
Dr.
you?
Adnir Atravante.
Atravante. Sorry.
Screw
Of the Order of Escravator. So.
And Adrian will look over at Range and go, and Stain.
My humble manservant Stain.
Et tu, Adri.
That's your name in this, remember?
The lightning rail comes to a slow stop. 1 sec.
Come, Stain.
How long have you had that one loaded up in the chamber?
It just happens sometimes.
Uh-huh. Get a little too excited.
Come, Stain. Jesus Christ.
Oh.
Come, Stain.
That can't be the name of the episode.
No, it is not.
It could be. It could be COME apostrophe Stain.
Oh.
Apostrophe?
Oh, not apostrophe.
Comma.
Okay.
I'm so highbrow that I move my commas up.
I'm gonna say no.
You feel the rail come to a stop.
All right.
Okay.
Well.
I say it's been a pleasure, but you blew up part of my train.
We didn't do that.
Yeah,
In
to
all
be
fairness,
fair.
it was the spiders.
Yes.
The what?
The spiders. She never graduated middle school.
It's not true.
Did
Okay.
AJ go to a public school?
She did not. She was homeschooled.
Okay, so she didn't graduate. Okay. So let's continue.
Okay.
There's a reason they're called her Dr. AJ.
All right.
Stain the bags.
Yeah, I see him.
At your leisure. And I'm going to start to walk.
I pick my bag up and I keep walking.
I don't have a bag, so it's just
AJ's got her backpack. All right. Well, thank you, Frank.
You're welcome.
It was very nice meeting your acquaintance.
You too, Professor.
He's gonna point back at him and give him a thumbs up, and then get off.
Yep.
And take a quick look around.
As you guys exit, the smell of like stale blood hits your senses hard.
Oh.
The platform which the lightning rail stops has puddles of blood stained and sticky. You do see bodies around that have been there for.
All right. Since I am the doctor, he's going to crack his knuckles. I'll take a look, see if I can find anyone that we know.
Adri's going to get her shield ready and draw her longsword just to have it ready in case anything happens.
Well, I certainly hope this wasn't the welcoming committee.
You're welcome to roll my sleeves up.
All right.
And I'm going to quick move from corpse to corpse. Doing a quick once over, taking some notes. Moving on. In particular, I want to look at the wounds that the bodies have. To try to profile what type of wound they are. I'm assuming they're claws and bites. And then I also want to gauge the size of the claw marks and the tear pattern to determine whether or not they are lycanthropic or regular sized wolves, or if they're bats, or if they are, undead. Since we know this region tends to have a lot of those types of things.
All right.
And also, while I'm looking, I want to make sure that none of these people are the agents we're looking for.
Okay. Can I get
You want investigation?
Yeah. Anyone else want to roll as well?
Yeah, a roll investigation.
26.
31.
Wow.
Hot damn.
32.
Wow.
Amazing.
Shit.
I got a 10. So
yeah. You can always tell when Deese does the 10 when he goes to a 26.
Mm-hmm.
No, I rolled a 10 this time, so I couldn't even make it better by taking a 10.
Mm-hmm.
So as you guys go through and you're looking around, there's a plethora of dead around. Different bodies, different ways, different races.
Same time period of kill?
Some seem older than others. The first
consistent thing around here, which means we should be on our guard.
8 of them are zombies that have been completely re-deaded.
Out of curiosity, on the zombies in particular, are the wounds the same as the other corpses?
The zombies carry both claw marks, and torn limbs, some blades. They're also you see the logos of the Karnath army. You can tell that these were part of the undead army of Karnath.
Okay.
About 4 of them seem a little out of place. Clothes are torn, but they're not carrying bite marks and scratches like the other bodies. These ones actually have blades through them.
Okay. What is unique about them? What do they have in common, the bodies that have the blade marks only?
There's no bite marks, there's no scratches. It seems that their clothes were torn, but it wasn't by like weapons or an attack. It seems like they're worn down.
Right, but are they wearing a uniform? Are they wearing
No.
an insignia of any type?
No, those four are not. They seem to be more clothes torn at the torsos and below the knees versus the actual like waists. And the blades all the blades targeted the heart.
Huh.
Each one has a wound that went either straight through the heart or under the armpit into the heart, or you can see the angle of where one would have gone through the back into the heart.
Slashing weapon or piercing weapon?
Piercings. Some of them were wider than what you wider than like a rapier, but it seems like they were either pierced with a dagger or a sword.
Okay, like a saber or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. And just out of curiosity, did the body fall forward onto its chest or did it fall backward onto its back?
Different ways. They were
Okay.
definitely in combat.
You said there were 4 of them, right?
Yeah, those 4 were unique to outside all the others.
Is the blade? Sorry, I'm just gonna do some
Mhm.
medical here. Are the blade size the same across all of those 4?
No.
Okay, so multiple blades. How about angle of entry? Do they come upward or do they come downward? You said that they were in the higher part of the torso, right?
Mm-hmm. The ones in the chest went straight through. The ones in the back came from lower. And then the one under the armpits that you would see that went in.
Upward angle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we're looking at like a kind of upward underneath the arm, and then from behind it's an upward shank,
Mm-hmm.
which means someone's sneaking, right? Because they're lower, the blade has to come up, and then in front of them, straight through. That seems like a harder one.
You also see 6 dead, breastplates, blue cloaks.
Any
They
weathering?
seem yes, there's weathering, but like around the hems, around the like the tail end and the sides are, of the cloak, the ones that drag on the ground,
Yeah.
frayed.
So it's not like over time damages, it's just like natural wear and tear.
Mm-hmm.
So like a person who wears it every day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Those ones, you see them, most of them are armed with the long swords and long bows, breastplates, daggers. Uh,
Can I compare the dagger size? Just out of curiosity, what are they wearing? Like armor wise, there's the armor, like
they're
plate.
wearing breastplates, heavy pants.
Unlikely that they're doing a lot of stealthing with heavy armor,
Yeah.
right? Also, ornate cloaks and stuff sounds more like soldiers.
And then, I mean, you do see some travelers, you do see some families dead, you do see, um,
And this is over a course of time, right? So there are some that are pretty fresh, right?
mm-hmm.
That have one type of weapon type, and then there's other ones that have claw bites, marks, and bites and stuff like that. So those are from clearly different time periods, right? There are some I assume that are really worn. They've been here for a long time. You said the blood was like sticky and dry
Mm-hmm.
versus some of the other ones that are more fresh looking. So that means this is a place of regular conflict, not like a thing happened and all these people died. This is a place where conflict happens pretty regularly.
It could be survivors that are hopeful that the lightning rail's still running, trying to get a chance to get out.
Right.
Could be people camping the site.
The people that are dead here, families and stuff like that, probably the optimal ones to check for this. Do they have luggage?
You do see bags of
Okay.
belongings scattered and open.
Right. Okay.
Now,
just doing a quick. Oh, sorry.
No,
Was
you're
there
good.
something else?
It will in a second.
I want to do a quick perimeter. I don't need to walk like all the way out to the edge. I just want to notice where the foot traffic is coming from. I'm assuming it's not coming from down the line where we were coming from. I'm assuming it's coming from the other direction or one of the sides, right? To try to get to this station.
Before we get there, Adri, what was your roll again?
She had a 32, right?
30. I had a 31.
Oh,
okay. And then Nate, you had a what?
32.
32. All right. Both of you are able to pick up about 20 feet off the platform back in the trees. There seems to be a couple drag marks towards behind the tree.
Hmm.
You see that too, don't you?
I do.
What is this?
Are there
Some track
are there like bloody footprints also heading in that direction? Like I assume they would start off relatively like
More like somebody
heavy.
dragged a body and then try to cover up the drag marks.
Oh.
Hmm.
Why? Why bother? How
Important
fresh are the
body?
drag marks?
Hmm?
There's 50,000 bodies around here. Why would they try to hide these ones?
Maybe whoever it is important.
Maybe. How fresh are the drag marks? I'm assuming you guys point them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's left of them? Over a week.
A week.
Hmm.
Okay. That is about when we would want to be looking.
Mm-hmm.
Is there blood over the drag marks from other kills? This is a timely kind of
Not
question.
that you guys can tell from the platform. It looks like someone tried to cover up the drag marks, like someone tried to fix the grass.
I'd like to go over there to see if there's actually a body over there.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'll follow.
All right. As you guys approach, I'll let you describe how you approach.
Still holding sword and shield, and just heading over there. Adri, I know it's like evening now, but Adri doesn't need to cast light, so she is not like thinking of that if Rain needs light.
No, I'm actually going to try and stick to the shadows as much as I can. I'm going to roll stealth. My goal is to try and get as close to that area as I can in a way that prevents me from being seen. It's a 21 on my stealth check.
All right.
Would have been a 34, but of course,
Mm.
these virtual dice love fucking me.
I rolled a 3 last game, like a bunch of times in a row.
Yeah. Well,
I refreshed the page because I was like, this is unjust what's happening.
Yeah. The die hit the corner of the screen and it was 18 and then it just kind of went flip and it flipped over to a 5. And I'm like, eat my ass.
So as you guys approach carefully, one of you stealth and one of you in the open.
Mhm.
As you go around, you see two bodies carefully laid on the ground. Arms crossed. Coins over both eyes.
So this is where agents died and then they moved the agents out of the way.
What kind of bodies are these? Are they human?
One is human, one is a halfling.
How are they dressed?
Dark clothes, leather armor. You do notice that there's items missing. Where straps would have been on the leg, straps would have been across the chest. But it was not like somebody like just came through and ripped things off.
Right.
It seems like something was taken before they were placed.
Okay.
They're saving resources. They're in a forward area.
You do also notice that both of them carry dragon marks.
Are those the tattoos?
Mm-hmm. From what you guys remember, dragon marks, there's 12 dragon houses. Each race has one or two houses. Agents of 12 come from all 12 houses. Both of these have different houses. The smaller the mark, the less power, the less status you have. The larger the mark, the more power, the more status you have in the house.
Okay. I'm gonna call Kavir over so he can kind of note these marks. I assume he'll want to know what they look like and the size of the marks.
Rain, a memory comes back to you. If you remember, one of the world glances you guys had as one of the world shatters, you saw a hand with the dragon mark on a rail that looked a lot like the lightning rail.
Hmm.
And you now know it was a dragon mark on the hand.
I get down on one knee and I sort of pick the hand up and I kind of hold it and turn it and steady it. I still don't quite understand, but I've seen this before.
Not this exact hand, but something similar.
Hmm.
What you saw was a dragon mark on a water ganassi's hand on a railing because you saw yourself.
Yeah.
You saw through your own eyes.
Oh. Oh.
All right, what seems to be the issue over here? Oh,
Yeah.
corpses.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to ask either of them some questions?
I mean, do we need to? I'm going to look
Find
at them
out.
and be like,
Maybe find out more about their mission or what they encountered.
what kind of wounds do they have?
Both blade and bite.
Blade and bite. Maybe the questions are a good idea. It'd be difficult to profile Blade. If they were just claws or something, then we'd know. You can see here though, and I'm gonna like tug on part of the pants where they look like the fabric is distressed.
Mhm.
This is a leg holster. This is where they would keep a backup dagger here, and I'm gonna like tilt one of the bodies up. This is its, supply case. Puts it under the shoulder towards the back. Doesn't get in the way of your weapon swing. I'm gonna kind of gesture. It looks like, and I'm just going to assume from these coins, I'm gonna like tap my fingers kind of like goofily.
You hear a
on the
click
eyeballs.
as you move the bodies.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Investigation.
Roll.
27.
There is a wire to a charge underneath.
So
Back
you
away.
know what's going to blow you up now.
I can deactivate it. You guys should step away. Back up.
Okay.
I can see what it's connected to.
Yes.
How much compound are we talking?
It's about 5 inches by 5 inches round, tucked in a circular charge.
All right. Step back further.
Okay. Adria's stepping back.
Mm.
She's got her
Behind
shield.
her shield.
Rain stands behind Adri's shield.
I'm gonna stand behind Rain, behind Adria's shield, with my legs stretching way out past the shield to not allow the body to fall.
Before Adria steps back, can she like quickly kind of like touch Kavir's shoulder to cast guidance?
Yeah.
Okay. You get a D4 to your upcoming roll.
I think I'll be all right.
Okay.
But thank you.
Mhm.
I'm going to use sleight of hand to work the wire, trace it back to the location.
All right.
And then lift a little bit of cloth to try to see a better view of where the trigger might be.
All right.
Roll the sleight of hand real quick. I can save that D4 for whatever I want, right?
Let's see.
Does it have to be next roll?
Before the spell ends, the target can add a D4 to the ability check of your choice.
Okay, so I can choose.
Yeah.
Might be this one.
No, I'm gonna take 10.
Okay.
You can roll the die before or after making the ability check.
Okay. It's I got a 28 on this. I'm not using the effect.
Okay. You're able to trace the wire. It slips into a circular charge. That is actually, you see it's actually like nailed or staked into the ground.
Huh.
So on attention on the body, lifting the body is what pulled the cord. And what you heard with the click was the original trigger pulling.
Right. So then
So,
whenever the wire loses tension is when it goes off.
mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. So then I'm just going to take my hand on the wire since it needs to relieve tension. I'm just going to pull the wire up across the top of the device.
Okay.
And then I'm going to reach into my bag and find some sort of adhesive. And I'm just going to rub that across the wire on the top so that the wire gets locked in place with the same tension.
All right.
And then I'm going to lightly release a finger to see if the cord tightens or if the adhesive has held it.
D100.
D100 on what?
Your adhesive holding.
Well, no, that's why I'm releasing it slowly. Like I
know.
release one finger to see if the cord lifts up to the second finger without putting whatever. I'll roll the D100. I hate trying to. This is the hardest part about D&D is trying to explain a thing that I know works. Okay. Eight.
Oh no.
No, that's good on a D100. It's percentage. You want to get under the percentage chance of the fail.
He's
Right?
good.
Okay.
An 8's like surgeon level.
Well, I've seen it go both ways, so
Well, you want to get under the percentage, right? So like if I have a 75% chance of succeeding, then anything under 75 is good. Right?
I guess it depends on how it's defined. Like Call of Cthulhu rules are yes, you want to get under a percentage number. D&D is typically the other way around, but that's just my experience. I could be wrong.
On D100s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Your
Well,
adhesive holds.
okay. So then I need to test one more thing. The wire itself, how sturdy is that wire?
It's sturdy.
It's like a good, well-built device.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to take the wire and because it's folded over the top, keeping the tension. You said it was staked down, right?
Mm-hmm.
The stake that goes into the puck or whatever, is that like nailed through it? Or is it nailed from the side, like through a hole?
Through a hole.
Okay. So then the spike is not part of the trap.
Mm-mm.
Can I determine that? All right. So then I'm going to take the spike in my hand and I'm going to lift the puck up with the pressure on the wire still. When I get it out, I'm going to take the wire underneath and wrap it around the bottom so that it maintains that even if I toss it.
Okay.
Okay. Then I'm going to tie that off and I'm going to tell everyone to get down.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to
shield still up.
I don't want to throw it because I don't want it to go off. I'm just going to walk it to another location and I'm going to put the spike down into the dirt and then drive it back down flat in that area so that it'll hold until the adhesive wears off in the rain or something like that. I don't want to make a loud explosion noise right now in the middle of a place where we know we've been attacked or people have been attacked multiple times. Give away our position. Otherwise, I just toss it. So this will probably give us a couple days before it has any detonation. I'm assuming that they wouldn't double trap a body because when the one goes off, it'll blow both off. I mean, these guys are trained, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems unlikely that they do a second body, but I'm going to give them like the hold up 1 second finger. And I'm going to go to the other body and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to pull the cloth up without lifting the body.
Okay. Nothing underneath.
Okay. I'm just going to flip the body over on the other one.
All right.
And then I'm going to hold my thumb up. I think we're good. Okay, about 10 yards out that way, 15 yards out that way, there is a detonated device.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't recommend going over that way. If you have to pee, I'd choose that direction.
Okay.
Duly noted.
I think we're okay. I will say for certain that these are our agents, by the way, that we're looking for. That tattoos clearly had it looks like they ran into some sort of trouble when they got here. And then their people died. They didn't have the resources to bring them back, right? But they didn't want them to be scavenged or picked apart. So they moved them over here into the brushes and then tried to hide their track. Probably in a hurry. That's why the track wasn't hidden very well. And then once they were there, the sign of respect, coins on the eyes, and then they needed to get materials. They are in foreign territory. They're limited on supplies. So probably water, flint and tinder, weapons that seemed like pretty good. They would want to take those with them to aid in the mission. This is sort of standard practice. The trapping them, that's sort of unique though, with the hurry that they were moving in. These guys must be very good, or at least have a person who specializes in this. Because if they were in a hurry, so much of a hurry that they couldn't dust away the tracks, seems unlikely that they'd leave a detonation device. But here it is. So, it means somebody amongst their group is talented. Somebody who made it, not one of these guys.
Right.
So maybe part of their mission is detonating something. Oh, we can ask them questions now if you want.
Okay. Which one would you prefer to talk to?
I want to look at them real quick. Can I lift their sleeves and stuff?
Sure.
Which one has the larger tattoos?
The halfling.
Halfling. I also want to look at how many items were removed from each of them.
It seems that any pouch that was carrying an item or bag that could have a weapon was removed. The only thing you see them left with is parts of the armor, or the armor, clothing, and then the
but
two
I'm
coins.
saying if there are two bodies laying next to each other, which one looks like it had more things taken off of it than the other? My thinking here is whoever had the best gear was likely the one that was more experienced. Clearly, the tattoos means that his family was more important, but it doesn't necessarily mean his position in the organization.
The halfling was more, from the way the clothes left behind, seemed more of an arcane user, where the human seemed more of a skill user. The lighter the armor, the boots, are set to where they would be walking more quietly, where the halfling didn't have any armor on. It seemed to be more simple clothes, kind of robes, but not something that you would pick up.
Right. No holy symbol. They wouldn't have taken a holy symbol as supplied. No holy symbol on them, though.
No.
Okay. All right. I'm going to go with this one. I'm going to point to the little guy. It's hard to tell. Sometimes the sneaky ones are the smart ones. But most of the time, it's the guy with the cloth. So why don't we check him out? He'd probably be at least knowledgeable.
Okay.
Seems reasonable.
You don't see him a lot of casters who are low intellect.
All right. AG will kneel down beside the halfling, and she will cast Speak with Dead.
Before you cast it, he's going to hold his hand up again. One last thing. I want to check their hands, the right and left hand. I'm looking on the. Okay, so let's say I'm looking at the right hand.
Okay.
I want to look at the exterior, the thumb side of the index finger and the index finger side of the thumb. Does it look like they held a quill often? Either of them? You get a callus from holding those?
Yes, the halfling.
Halfling. Okay. I was right. Sorry.
Okay. All right. She's gonna cast Speak with Dead on the halfling. You grant semblance of life and intelligence to a corpse of your choice within range. The spell fails if the corpse was the target of the spell within the last 10 days. So if anyone's cast Speak with Dead on it in the last 10 days, this will not work. Until the spell ends, you can ask the corpse up to 5 questions. The corpse only knows what it knew in life. Answers are usually brief, cryptic, or repetitive, and the corpse is under no compulsion to offer a truthful answer if you are hostile to it or it recognizes you as an enemy. The corpse can't learn new information, doesn't comprehend anything that has happened since it died, and can't speculate about future events.
That's not 100% true. It has to be able to take in new information. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to discern you as a threat or not.
Well, if it knew you as a threat before it died.
Right, but if it sees you and then it sees who you are, that's processing new information.
All right. How long does it take to cast?
I'm just saying. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
The way that I interpret that is that if you kill someone and then you use Speak with Dead on them to get the answer, then it's going to be like, I'm not going to answer. But if it's like someone that it's never met before.
Right. My argument was, though, if you're wearing the armor of an enemy faction, does it recognize you as an enemy because you are in that garb? If that's the case, it must have seen the garb and intuited that you are part. That's new information.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And I think last time we did this, we had decided that like it only answers questions that Adri specifically asks because Adri casts a spell. Right. So like the other two can kind of like spitball questions and it's not going to answer those.
Right. What are you doing? How's that going?
Just being dead.
Damn, am I right?
All right.
Oh, is this wrong? Should I not have done that? Oh, fuck.
All right. So Adria's cast Speak with Dead.
All right. The eyes begin to glow in the halfling, and it sits up.
Boy, that'd have been a motherfucker if you'd have done that. He sat up and went
trap the head.
It turns its head to look at Adri.
Hello. That's a statement, not a question.
Isn't it a wonderful morning?
Okay.
Is the spell working yet?
Okay. Let's see here.
Its head turns to look at the other two, then back to Adri.
Taking in new information.
It's observing. She's gonna glance over at Kavir and Rain to see if they have questions in mind.
The obvious ones are gonna be what direction was your group headed? Where were they going? I guess where they were going and what because we're not familiar with this area. So we'd have to ask both. I guess what happened to you? Who killed you? Maybe is a good option. So that way we know what to look out for.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long ago did you die? So we know if they got off the train and immediately were killed or if they were here for a little bit planning before they left. So we know about how far out the people in front of them are.
All right. Adri's going to turn to it and she's going to say, who or what killed you?
Who and what killed you?
Who and or what killed you?
Don't give them an or, because it'll just answer half of it.
Next time on Semantics of the Dead.
Well, they said they're very particular, pedantic.
Combination of an attack between lycanthropes and a group we have not met before.
A group they have not met before. Describe them, I guess. That's not a question. What were they wearing?
Can you describe what they look like? Is that a valid question?
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Can you describe what the group that you had not met before looked like?
blue cloaks, breastplates, armed with long swords.
I think I found them over there. Okay. I guess how long have you been dead would tell us a couple things. It would tell us when he died. We know what time they got off the train, right? So then that would tell us how long they were in this location, whether they were planning or...
Well, if it only knows what it knew in life, it's not going to know how long it's been dead.
No, but it would know how long after it got off the... Okay, so here's my thinking, right? My thinking is we know when they got off the train, right? That's when the guy told us they dropped them off, right? So we have the start date. If we ask him when he was killed, how long after you got off the train were you killed? If it's immediately, then that's the same time, meaning that they got off the train into a shitty situation. They had no time to get their bearings. They just had to move, right? We know that they rushed. So as soon as that happened, they finished the fight. They moved the bodies out of here. They set the trap and they were gone, right? If he said they were here for a day or two, then we know that they had some sort of inkling of putting a plan together and then were assaulted. But either way, no matter how he answers, we know how long the group has been traveling, and we can then understand how far they could have gotten on foot. Right?
All right. Adria will turn to the corpse and she will say, how long after you got off the train until you were killed?
My mic is muted. An hour.
Hour.
So not much planning.
Yep. We've got two questions left.
Okay. We knew there were what? There were 8 of them.
You guys knew there were yes, 8.
So now there's 6. Can you ask them? Actually, so my thinking for this question
1, 2,
is
3, 4, 5, 6. No, so there were 7 total.
Okay.
So
sorry, there's 5 left. So we want to. I want to know, who are the remaining 5? I want to know like their race and names, because the race will tell us how far they can move. With the halfling out, if the rest of them were humanoid and taller, then they could move faster, right? If one of them is like a dwarf, then they're probably slowing their speed down a little bit, right?
So what he's saying is that short people got nothing to live for. That's what I'm hearing.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I want to know how far out the group could have traveled in the amount of time since we does that make sense?
No,
Like,
yeah.
25 versus 30 is a small number until you think about the fact that they were on foot, they were traveling through this terrain, right? Yeah. So we know what the maximum distance would have been for a 30, but if you give it a week worth of travel, then that distance is pretty different, right? Between a group that has a halfling and a group that doesn't have a halfling, that's, I mean, every 6 seconds, that's another 5 feet. After the course of a week, that's a really long distance.
So really what it boils down to is that the party can only travel at a rate equivalent to the slowest speed within the party.
Absolutely. And so if they were only traveling for 3 hours, it's irrelevant, right? They'll be in that ballpark, right? But over the course of a week, every 6 seconds is 5 feet, right?
Right. Yeah.
That's a lot of distance.
Yeah.
Okay. Adria will say to the corpse, can you tell me the names and races of the remaining people in your group?
He says yes.
Trying to decide if the 12 would have prevented that or not.
Ooh.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe the bomb was to like keep people from doing Speak with Dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because if the body's destroyed,
Yeah, you
like
can't do it.
you can't
Yeah.
do it.
Okay.
Yeah, but then they would have trapped both.
Rain Trichet, Water Ganase. Vincent Cola, Gnome. Deep.
Okay.
Vito Genovese, Human. Lavana Crawley, Half-Elf. Fiven Baravan, Human.
Oh.
Felix Monroe, Human.
Cooper's already drawing in his notebook.
You notice he gave you a name extra.
Yeah. So
Maybe it was a contact that they were meeting.
Or he maybe not know the other one's dead.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh, that's a good point. If he died first, yeah.
5.
And the race of the guy laying next to him?
Human.
Human. And he named 3 humans,
Okay.
which it's interesting that he named Fiven a human.
Maybe there's a second Fiven. A different person named Fiven, named in tribute.
Out of recording, was Fiven not human?
No, he was elf.
No, he was an elf or half elf.
My bad. Let me go back to my
Well,
notes.
if he's
That's
half
why
elf,
AJ
then
was
describing him.
confused.
Hold on.
That's
If
true.
he's half elf, he could have disguised himself.
Mm.
Maybe they wouldn't have known. Thanks everybody for listening to Requiem of Reflections. This is going to be part 3 of our Curse of Strahd chain of games. Curse of Strahd, Return to Ravenloft, and now Requiem of Reflections. So thank you for sticking with us. You've been with us the whole time. And just remember, if you want to donate to help support the podcast and help us make better content and, continue on into the future, just go to patreon.com/freelance_heroism. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sorry.
So